Hello, hello, and welcome. Sally here, the Bliss Alchemist, and we are here tonight because we're going to investigate pendulums. Now, perhaps you have experienced pendulums in the past as a healing tool, but no doubt you have participated in being a pendulum when you were on a swing. And remember how wonderful that felt to have that wind in your face and all that enjoyment, and your body just got into the rhythm. We're going to use that energy to help us discover what the truth is for you. If you're having a decision that you need to make and you just want a little more insight, or perhaps a best next step, or you just have a doubt, just a niggle of doubt about, is this really the right thing for me? Your pendulum may be your best friend. So I'm delighted that you joined me today. I am so happy to have you here. Because we're all about, in Alchemy of Healing, we're all about discovering all those natural remedies that we don't often hear about, and combining those remedies with the healing power of your body. I am not a doctor. I will not diagnose. Only you can make decisions for you. You have free will to either accept or reject what I share with you. You decide. So perhaps you wanted to wring somebody's neck, or you just can't get out of bed one more time. It's just like too much. There's too many choices, too much going on. Or perhaps you're indecisive in a decision that you're trying to make, and you want to get some more information. You want to clear, well, why pendulums? You want to clear all that stuff, right? So why pendulums? Because a pendulum can be used for peace of mind and pain relief. Relief. And that's what we're going to play with tonight. Our topics for today are: what is a pendulum? How to clear a pendulum? How to use a pendulum to guide with decisions? How to release pain with a pendulum? The benefits of clear chakras? How to use your quartz pendulum to clear your chakras? And a bonus tool for clearing your chakras if you don't have a quartz crystal handy. And if you want more, I'm going to give you some ways that you can get more. So these are both pendulums. I know. Who knew a tea bag could be a pendulum? You might have thought you had to have something really special and really nice, but you can actually use your body as a pendulum too. But a pendulum can be anything that swings, anything that is not inhibited on any side, so it'll give you all the information that you need. Could get a, like a plumber's washer, one of those rings, and put a string through it. And that'll work. Pendulums go way, way back. We think of divining rods, the diviners, and they would take sticks and find out a forked stick and find out where the water was or where the oil was or where whatever that person was looking for. If it was around, they were going to find it. And they used to be used to find the best place to dig a well. And so now you and I, most of us don't need that kind of information, but we're looking for clarity. We're looking for ways to help our bodies and our minds follow what our soul and our spirit wants. So how do you care for your pendulum? My suggestions, and there are many other ways, ideas out there, but I've always felt that I like to clear everything before I get it. I like to wash my clothes when I get them new before I wear them. So clear your pendulum before you use it, and then you clear it after you use it. So it is at its clearest and it is most its most effectiveness for when you need it next. And we're going to find out 4 ways that I have found to clear my pendulum. And the easiest way is under running water. It washes everything away. Whenever I use my pendulum, I wash it, just run it under about 10 seconds of water, and then after 10 seconds of water, whatever temperature feels good. You can also bury it for a couple days in dirt, and that will take out anything that is not beneficial from your crystal, any of the old energies that are in it, and also give it a more grounded quality to however you use it next. So I might suggest that if one of your issues is being present, if one of your issues is flightiness or feeling like you're scattered, or even some of you may have experienced the actually being out of your body, a pendulum that has been buried in dirt is going to be a really good fit for you. If you are looking to invigorate yourself, if you're looking to give yourself a little more drive, a little bit more testosterone kind of, male energy to accomplish something that you've got to focus on, the sun is a good way. Leave it out in the sun, let the sun fill it for a couple hours. And if you're looking for a more feminine side to the issue at hand, you would want to leave your pendulum in moonlight overnight. So now that we know how to clear our pendulum and take care of our pendulum, we're going to confirm. How do we confirm decisions? Well, the yes-no technique is really a very simple technique. You'll get your pendulum. I happen to have a quartz pendulum. Any pendulum will do for this. And you're going to ask, first off, you want to be sure that you are centered. Some great ways to become centered and grounded, if that's not a familiar concept for you, is to feel your feet on the floor. And you can close your eyes or not, whatever's easier for you. And just imagine that you can notice how your feet look in your mind's eye. Notice if they feel the same size and anything is okay. Notice if one is more settled on the floor than the other, but basically you're just noticing your feet. And if it's available to you, even invite roots to grow out of the bottom of your feet. Just pretend, just imagination, because Einstein said that is the best. Imagination is all powerful. So as you are noticing those roots, just let them go down into the earth. And take a breath in through your nose and let it out through your mouth. And do that a couple of times. And now I'd like you to notice your heart. Just notice your heart. And connect with your heart and imagine what it would feel like if you could actually breathe through your heart. So on the next breath in, just imagine that that air is flowing in through your skin and into your heart. And now I'd like you to notice your mind and allow your heart to expand and come up and support your mind. And let your mind settle down and be supported by your heart. And just notice how that feels. Connect with your breath and notice your heart. Notice your feet and notice how you feel right now. Because the more grounded you are, the more present you are with this experience when you're contacting your pendulum, the more clear it is going to be. So, first thing is you're going to ask your pendulum, what is yes? And for yes, for me, normally, this is yes for me. My pendulum goes back and forth, or front and back. But you want to check every day, just in case things have changed. And then we're already moving into no. This is usually no for me. But it can be anything. It can be a spin. It can be a diagonal. Normally it is a motion, not a steadiness. If it's steady, I would invite you to settle into your body a little bit more. Breathe a little bit more, notice your feet. Take some time to, even if you need to have a grounding cord go down from your root chakra, which is at the bottom of your spine, just allow your root chakra to be grounded into the earth. And once you feel a little bit more, I have to say, I feel a little heavy when I'm really grounded. And once you notice that, then ask your pendulum again, what's yes and what's no? And so my pendulum, I'm going to ask, I'm going to test it. My name is Sarah. And that is my given name. So I'm using that. And it says, yes, ma'am, that is your name. And then I'm going to say, my name is Betsy. Nope, my name is not Betsy. So that's how you can test. And so then you would just ask your question. Say you're, what restaurant do you want to go to tonight, right? Which is going to be the best, have the best food for you? What's going to be the best night for you? So, you know, whether it be the porch or, you know, or have friends over, or should I go on this event? Should I sign up for that conference? And just ask yes or no. And then it just gives you a little more insight into what to investigate. Or you can say, sure, my pendulum said no, I'm not going. However you choose to use it is fine. It's your choice. But what if you had more than one choice that you had to make? What if, like my clients, they'll come in and they'll go, I have these supplements. I was told to take them, or I was reading about them, or whatever. And I just want you to check. So what we will do is I'm just going to tear some paper right now. And what they would do is we would write the name of the supplement on a piece of paper and fold it up. Okay. And then another one and fold it up. So we're going to have a bunch of pieces of paper. So I'm just going to do 3 right now. And so I'll have my papers here. I'm just going to lay them right down here so you'll know where I'm doing it. And then I would just take my pendulum. If I'm doing it for myself, I can just say, is this for my highest good? Is this best for me? Whatever seems to be a good question for you. So you want it to be able to have a yes or no answer to it. Is this a good supplement for me right now? Okay. And if you're doing it for somebody else, like a child or somebody who you're just kind of playing around and you want to see what happens, you can put your hand on the shoulder, tell your pendulum that you're going to be doing a reading for them, say their name, and then tell your pendulum you're going to be, you know, what you want. And is this supplement good for Christina? And it's saying that it is. All right. And then we'd go through and we'd say, is this good? No, this one's good. That one's not good. And then you get rid of the ones, or you could even ask, will it be good for me later? Just not now. You might want to test them every week, every month. When should I test again? Once a week, once a month? You can get as involved in these questions as you want to be. And when you have the ones that you're going to start with, you would say to them, you would ask, is it best to take in the morning or at night? Or how many should I take? 1, okay, and 2, 3. How many ever you need, it'll tell you, and then it'll just stop or go, no, you've gone too far. You can only take 6, no more, no, not 7, only 6, or something like that. And so just ask enough questions until you get the answer. And if the pendulum doesn't understand, it just won't move. So, and okay, one other thing, right? And ground yourself, make sure you're really grounded, like I mentioned earlier. But also if it doesn't move, just keep asking the questions, keep asking one. You know, it's a evolving process. You're going to understand soon which ones work best for you, which questions are best for you. And trust your insight. trust your intuition. If a question comes up for you and you say, well, I've never done that one before, try it out. It might be the perfect question for that moment. So I love using these, I'm even thinking, should I buy red wine or white? How many friends should I have over today? Should we, when we can? So, oh, goodness gracious. So it can be a lot of fun. How many Christmas presents am I going to get this year? All right. So that is a super way to look at how to do our pendulums. To confirm our decisions. So let's talk about chakras. We're moving right along. Well, our chakras, as you may know, are part of our energy system. They seem to be the largest energy areas in our body, the energy flow. And I like to think of them as kind of like the spinal cord of our energy system. Our spinal cord carries and protects all the main nerves that innervate every part of our body. That's kind of how our chakras are. So we focus on these 7 main chakras, starting at the top of the head, our crown chakra, and you want to clear your chakras. My clients have found great benefit when they're having problems with emotions and just an imbalanced crown chakra will lead to loneliness. So you can have a symptom of loneliness, depression, anxiety, confusion, or you just don't care. And then your third eye can be the blue one, the second one down, indecisiveness, confusion, maybe even some nightmares because of that confusion. You're trying to figure it out, and poor insight. So you make poor choices. And your throat chakra is the next, and I can't express myself or explain myself. Nobody understands me. I don't speak up for myself. If you've ever had a broken heart and have felt unloved, and any relationship that you work towards, it just falls apart, you may benefit from clearing your heart chakra. And then we get to our power center, where you can be angry because you're frustrated, rage, and helplessness, and inability to finish your tasks because your power is not there, your will is not there. And then the next one down is our sacral chakra, which is right under our belly button, maybe a couple inches or so. And that's our creative center. And it's hard to find any solutions. And despair. It's like, how can it get better? It's not gonna ever. And then your root chakra, at the very, very base. You can have low self-esteem or just be tired, just low energy. So for those reasons, it's a nice idea, a good idea to consider clearing your chakras. And that's why Jasmine came to me. She was confused. She had no idea what she was going to do next. And to look at her, you knew she was a creative person. She just has such a fashion sense and just a great way of carrying herself. But she just was just at odds with what was going on around her. And so she came away with some clarity and some confidence that she could actually make a decision that would be right for her. Not listening, don't have to have everybody else. You can listen to them, but they're not the ones making the decisions for you. So who's ready to clear their chakras? And if you don't have your quartz pendulum with you tonight, I've got you covered. I've got another way. And one thing I haven't shared is I keep talking about a quartz crystal. And I know the questions are going to be, so why, right? Well, quartz is a very good clearing, basic clearing stone. And a crystal, a quartz is always a crystal, but a crystal is not always a quartz. So a crystal is anything that is like hard mineral. Think of glassy looking, like a diamond or a ruby or sapphire, those kinds of stones. Those are crystals. And there are smoky quartz and everything, but the clear quartz is often considered to be a very good clearing tool. And if you have any other stone, that's fine. I just choose these. Play with it. See what works. So I'm going to show you how to clear your chakras so you can be the real you. I'm going to share with you first the other tool because you'll be ready to go when we're going through clearing with our crystals. You can do this laying down. You can do it sitting up. Laying down may be easier, but if you are clearing say my throat chakra, I would be holding it out in front of my throat chakra. So top of the head here, throat, heart, right in the middle of your breastbone. Your solar plexus is in your belly, kind of upper stomach area, and then right just above your belly button, and then your sacral chakra is just a little bit below your belly button, 2 inches or so, and then your root chakra for women is conveniently located between your ovaries. Men, it's a little lower, but it is down there at the bottom of your, at the bottom of your spine. So just to give you a lay of the land. So my secret for if you don't have your quartz crystal is to imagine a gold rose. And this rose is sticky. And this rose you can use and spin it and dust, do whatever you want to each of your chakras. And it's going to, because it's sticky, it's going to stick and grab all the stuff that's not yours and not supporting you and not beneficial for you, and just wrap it up. And then what I'd like you to do with that rose, you can either explode it every single chakra, or you can use it on all your chakras and then explode it. Whatever feels right for you. So we have our pendulum and we're going to clear a chakra. And just for ease, I'm going to show you my throat chakra. Alrighty. And what I like to do, I'm going to just go sideways, is I spin it. So I'm just twisting my fingers and spinning it. And as you can see, mine goes a little wonky, and that's okay. And as I spin it, it is drawing out the energy that's not mine out of my throat chakra. And what you are waiting for, you can start at either your crown or your third eye. From what I understand, our crown is either open or closed. It rarely has a bunch of stuff in it. Okay, but now look what's happening. So what is happening is after it finished spinning, I'm now getting this rotation, and that is my chakra spinning. This is just a mirror of my chakra spinning. So that one, I would consider that one to be cleared. We can do that through all of our chakras. And if you'd like, pause this recording so that you can start and then work your way up, either up or down, and take your time. If your pendulum is not spinning like that, then just clear one more time. Get that spin, you know, I'm calling it spinning, but it's more of a, you know, like a drawing action. This is drawing the energy out. So if it's not, just continue doing that. If it's not spinning at the end, and it's going to be a variety of, you know, this spin, this rotation. It's okay. It's what it is. You can continue to draw or not. But chakras can be at different capacities depending on what is needed at the time. And I am going to suggest that if you are clearing your chakras and then going into a meeting that you are not leading, you may want to tamp down your chakras just a little bit by rotating your hand counterclockwise over your chakra. Just a little bit. This is kind of like in Reiki when they open your chakras, clear them out, and then just close them down a little so that you're not like, whoa, here I am, when it's not appropriate. So now you're back from clearing your chakras. And how do you feel? Do you feel at peace? Calm confidence. You might even want to speak and see if your voice sounds different. I express myself freely. You feel loved, and you are loving. Perhaps you've gotten an idea of how to get organized, how to make the next steps work for you. And again, the confidence that you can accomplish your dreams. And maybe you're inspired with a new idea. And you're full of energy, ready to achieve those goals that are now right in front of you. And just notice how that feels. Yeah. Because that is the real you. And when you don't feel that way, you might want to figure out why. Like Michelle. She felt amazing. And she liked the way I took the time to explain everything and answer her questions. And one thing that I do when I'm working with clients is I'll clear their front chakras and the back of their chakras, because the front is for giving and the back is for receiving. If you're doing this on your own, you can just intend to open all your chakra, front, back, it's okay. You can do it. Intention is the fastest way between 2 points. So why is this page here? Why do I offer a special on my chakra balancing sessions for you? Because sometimes we just want to be taken care of and have somebody else do it for us. And sometimes we just want somebody who's further down the path to do it for us, because it can be more profound. The more grounded and clear someone is, the more beneficial the work. And so for my members, I have the $97, and for non-members, a session is $153. And this is safe and effective. And I'm remembering that I did say something about pain, and I have not mentioned how that can be beneficial, how pendulums can be beneficial for pain. And it came about when I was working with someone a while ago, I don't know how long ago now, and spinning, we were spinning it and working on her throat chakra. And she said, oh my goodness, that pain's out of my shoulder. So that's when I started playing with, oh, you've got a pain in your knee? Let's see what happens. Let's see if we can draw that out. And it worked. Not 100%, but it worked in a lot of situations. So if you've got your pendulum handy and you've got some discomfort somewhere in your body, because as we know, our emotional body affects our physical body. When we're feeling anxious, who here clenches their teeth? Causing pain. When we're feeling nervous or excited, whose stomach gets a little bit butterflies, right? So our emotions affect our physical. So if a pendulum is helpful on chakras and the emotional body that's involved with those, why wouldn't it help with the physical? So safe and effective, no side effects. You can't do anything wrong. There's just better and best. And you're getting better all the time. I also dropped the hint that we can use our bodies to decide if something is right for us. And the reason I say that is because our cells, if they're put in a petri dish, will shrink away from a drop of poison that's put in the other side of the petri dish, but go towards something that's nutritious and supportive of their life. And that is why when you're in the grocery store, picking out a bottle of wine, I can, and you may too, and you may have other tips as well, other tricks, but if I really don't know and I'm really curious about it, I will put a bottle in front of my stomach, in front of my belly. I'll hold it kind of at my waist level, and I will ask, is this a yes or a no? Should I purchase this? Yes or no? And if it's a yes, I'll actually feel my body lean forward. And if it's a no, I'll actually feel my body lean back. So play with that one and see what happens. There are a lot of kinesthetic ways to use your body to read what's happening. And that can be another topic of discussion. I just wanted to share with you that our bodies really do know exactly what is best for us. And I really appreciated Amy's comment about that she had a wonderful experience and left feeling amazed and empowered. And that is why I share. I believe everyone should feel empowered, ready to take on their life however they want their life to be. So today, you learned what a pendulum is, how to clear a pendulum, how to use a pendulum to guide your decisions, and the benefits, and hopefully you felt them, of clear chakras. How to use your quartz pendulum to clear your chakras, plus the bonus gold sticky rose, and then 2 ways to get more. This is the second way. The first way was your chakra balancing session. Second way is a membership invitation to the Alchemy of Healing, which is a place where we investigate all sorts of healing modalities, where we have experiential conversations and meetings that you can actually hear and try new modalities that you are curious about, like pendulums, for instance. And it's all virtual because energy is energy. And perhaps you've had the same experience that Sam has. I can do all this on my own, but it's better in a group. Don't you agree? Haven't there been times when, many hands make light work, and it's fun to exchange ideas and just hang out with people who have like minds? So if you have any questions, please contact me. You can call me at 703-220-9882 and text me that way, same way. Just tell me your name and why you're reaching out, and we'll figure out a way to get together. And my email is sally@yourblissfuljourney.com, because I do believe that your life can be blissful. So thank you so, so much. It's been a pleasure hanging out with you. And don't be a stranger. Bye for now.